What's up, H-Town and all around? OSG here. Dani, Houston's H-Town's favorite sports fan girl. I had a little word in there too because you are a favorite. But this is the Dash Dispatch. Welcome back and welcome to the Dash Dispatch. Another episode of All Dash all the time. Welcome back, Dani. Happy birthday. Is it over?
Oh, it is, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
There's no more taking advantage of it.
You did enjoy it. You did enjoy it. Anything special that happened that was kind of out of the blue? Maybe you weren't expecting that was special to you?
Maybe not out of the blue, but per ritual, I went to the Astros game. McCullers pitched. We won. I actually ran into two people who also had a March 30th birthday there. So that was a lot of fun. And the person sitting next to me was March 30th.
Oh, wow.
So I thought the chances of just sitting next to someone with my same birthday, given he's like 10 years younger than me. But it was just really fun to kind of talk about our birthday and stuff. So that was cool.
That is awesome. My mother's birthday is the day after. So we're very,
Oh, nice.
very, very, very close. But, well, happy birthday. And it feels like it's already going to be next year's birthday for you already. Because some people spend a birthday month. It felt like you spent 6 weeks. You're still going though. It's not over till the Rockets are out of the playoffs, right?
I can't wait for that too. That's a big distraction. Tuesday's going to be game 2 of the playoffs with the Lakers. So a big game.
Tomorrow night. They need it. When Durant is hurt like me right now with the same injury. So he needs to use that magic potion and heal up and get back and help the Rockets win. I'm not expecting too much from the Rockets, but get past the friggin' Lakers and help retire.
Get past the Lakers. Yeah. We need to stop. Yeah, we need to stop letting LeBron guard Reed. Reed just isn't tall enough to get the ball over them, and it just showed a lot in the first game. So we need to help Reed out with that, and hopefully KD will come back and help the team because we noticed his absence. So
yeah,
we'll see.
We were surprised by it too. But as we said, all Dash all the time, not the Rockets, but we love our H's. So let's get into some Houston Dash. We don't have much this episode. It's an international duty, so we'll probably breeze through pretty quick. But we're getting you back into NWSL play. But first things first, Houston Dash signed Natalie Bain from Xavier. She did practice with the team as a non-roster invitee prior to the season, and I guess wasn't a necessity at that point. Now maybe has become a necessity. And they signed her, as I said, from Xavier. She's a Big East defensive honors. But Dani, what did you see about her? What do you think about this signing? And I know Laura has a thought too, but we'll get into that one here in a second.
Yeah, I think it's we'll have to wait till she finishes her studies, is what I read, and then we'll get her. But that should be already wrapping up.
In the May,
and then I saw. Yeah, and then I saw just a bunch of awards that she won. Defender of the Year. She was the Big East first team. She started all the matches. She had the 3 goals. And so I just saw a lot of her background, and I was really impressed with that too. And so just adding to our defense roster is going to be a lot of fun.
We've seen Kristen Westphal and with taking personal leave for 3 weeks in a row, and we haven't heard nothing from her in 2 weeks. So maybe that person's done. Chapman hasn't made the field yet this season, so there may be something there. I don't know, but I'm sure we'll see Chappie still back on the field. But that Westphal may be done, and this may be the replacement for Bain. And this is assumption, y'all. When they say personal leave and they don't return for 3-4 weeks, then what that means. They're gone. You moved on. Right. You're on loan, or you've been traded, or whatever it is. But so Natalie Bain, defensive help. I'm okay with this signing. Laura commented and said she was okay with the signing, but expected something different in a different position, in a different need. And, kind of where the window is closed, so you really can't go get somebody unless you're getting it within league. But we've been asking for somebody within league too. So that's how Laura felt about it, though. But yes, ma'am.
I do agree about that. I always talk about our defenders, and I'm a huge fan of them. But I think we do have a good lineup right now. So we need some centers and forwards, and someone that can really get the ball towards the goal would also help. So
somebody that can find their groove day in and day out. Maybe not have a great game, but the next game have a great game, and sandwich those with great games. So it's like Kiki, just Clarissa Larissy, Messiah Bright. Haven't figured that out. Kate Fossey could be that person. Got injured. Is on a fast track back. We're hearing. So hopefully soon we'll get that update. Today's Monday, so update Friday on when the press conference comes out. We'll see if anything is said about Kate Fossey and see when her return is.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, we definitely have some key players already showing what they can do and getting the ball to the net. So I'm excited for them to see. Like, it's, again, still kind of the beginning of the season. So.
And some of these players that we keep talking about had a great international duty over the past 2 weeks, over the next 2 weeks. So segue into international duty. And, the first one, I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to say about Natalie Bain.
No, not at the moment. Just to see how she kind of fits into our team.
Yeah, I expect to just see her on the bench and then might get a minute here and there, but not expecting to get anything too much. She'll just be in an emergency situation. So it's just a need. Doesn't cost us nothing. So, Laura, I'm hoping that Angela is still out there. Laura's busy tonight, obviously, but we're still talking to her. Well, hopefully Angela's out there looking for that forward, that necessity, that striker, that need. Maybe they believe in what they have and they're not looking, but oh man, that'd be disappointing. But all right, international duty, as I said. And I'm going to start with the youngest. I'm going to move to the oldest, and I'm going to do it kind of Linda Olmark, USA, U20s. Played Brazil twice in friendlies, and they won, tied 1-1 and won 2-0. But Linda Olmark was able to score a goal against Brazil in that 2-0 win in the 24th minute to break it open. So that's exciting to see when Olmark. I think she scored in the last camp too, the last friendlies too as well. So that's always exciting to see when one of your players, that especially she's been playing well for us too as well, right?
Yes, it's really hopeful to see her do that internationally, and then hopefully she'll bring that back here too. And so, especially just the team overall, like we talked about in another episode, how you hang out with other players from different teams, you see their style of how they play, and then you kind of bring it back and you mix it in, and so hopefully she brings back some good.
Yeah, and Brazil's no joke either. So you didn't play a poor opponent. You played a very good opponent. So that's friggin' awesome to see. And USA's no joke either. The women are just off the chart across the academy age. Sarah Puntengam, however, for Australia, the captain. Now we move. I guess I said I was going to go to youngest to oldest, but I'm going to the national team here for her. But Sarah Puntengam, captain of Austria, did not have a good time. They are in World Cup qualifying against Germany, and they got to play Germany twice. Unfortunately, in a back-to-back situation, lost 5-1 and then tied 0-0. So they made a good comeback in the second game. But unfortunately, and when I say unfortunately, Sarah Puntengam scored. That you're like, huh? What? Sarah Puntengam scored for the opponent.
Did I read that right? Like, I read that right. I'm like, do I know what own goal means? I'm not stupid. I know what it means, but I'm like, hey, chat, what does this mean? Yeah. And it confirmed like my worst thought. I'm like, Sarah, you're not like a rookie. Like,
it was a corner kick or I'm pretty sure, corner kick, and she went up to head it, and it skimmed off her head instead of bouncing off her head. It looked like she tried to flick it back and over, and it just went straight into the goal. So unfortunate. Thank God it was a 5-1 game, so it didn't matter. I think it was third goal at that time. But, unfortunately for Austria, and I think Austria also has been eliminated with 2 games left in their World Cup qualifying. So she'll get to play 2 more games, and then she'll be all ours for a while here. But that's sad to see. But, oh, well, it is what it is. Jamaica, Kiki Van Zanten. Jamaica, to me, is a disappointment of a team. 40 shots a game, 37.5 shots a game average, and they win 6-0 and 2-0, or 4-0 and 2-0. Yeah, I think it was 4-0.
It's 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 and 2-0. And those shots. Watching the games, I did watch the first game, Jamaica against Guyana. I think maybe I forget who they won against 4-0, but the 2 assists as well from Kiki Van Zanten, 2 assists to Bunny Shaw, but more importantly, 2 assists from Kiki Van Zanten. They were taking shot after 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 shot.
Yeah.
That keeper was just blocking everything. The defense wasn't blocking everything. It was just the keeper blocking everything. But
Yeah, credit them for that. They were killing it.
yeah,
I guess I'm a little shocked that I didn't hear about Kiki scoring a goal, but of course there's a whole team that scores. But to read that she had 2 assists that was nice to read. At least she had something to do with the goals.
they were nice assists. They were both crossed the Bunny. I think
Yeah.
Bunny headed one, and then the other one was she trapped it and played it into the goal. So it was nice crosses from Kiki. I think her sister did make the team, but did not make the bench for either of those games. But she was there. I could tell because they were TikToking, and it doesn't look like Kiki likes to TikTok, but Mimi does.
You're on TikTok? What?
Got to keep up with the news, man. Got to keep up with the news. Where else? Now you got to follow where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get updates sometimes, get updates too sometimes. But
Yeah. Don't make me find out you're making those dance videos.
I guess you'll have to go see. I'm not gonna. I plead the fifth right now. Well, I'm moving on. Evelina Duljan with Sweden. U23s Sweden. This is a player I'd like. I'm disappointed in at the same time, though, not getting playing time. I don't think has maybe a minute yet this season. But for the U23, Sweden's was in a U23 friendly tournament in Spain that USA U23 was also involved in. And they beat Norway 1-0, but lost to England 3-0. And both games she subbed in and got 20 minutes worth of playing time. So Evelina Duljan, good to play for the U23s and sub situation, but it brings the question to why isn't she getting playing time here? And it's just that, if she's not getting playing time for a U23 national team in Sweden, maybe she's doing something wrong, and it's something at practice that she has to be doing something that doesn't fit with the team because she's a spark whenever we see her play. But I don't know how you feel about Evelina Duljan. I like her. I'd like to see more of her, but she must be doing something wrong.
As far as like playing with the Dash team or
the
internationally?
Dash, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those tricky things that it's still kind of early. She hasn't really played with us, I guess, very long. So just to see how she progresses, and maybe she does just end up keeping a bench and we swap them out. But I don't know. Right now, I don't really want to say anything negative just because I haven't really seen her in general play, like personally. And so.
Right.
But not to get with Sweden, at least she did get internationally. I think that's still a really big accomplishment. And so I do like that. Again, she got called up, and she's been there, since 2022 is what I was reading. Right. So if she keeps reading, good sign.
Maybe she can make it to the top team and move in. But I guess you got to start first with the U23s before you can make it to the national team. But hey, she's been, like you said, been with the U23s, so she's constant. So keep it up, keep working, girl, and let's see if we can get you some more play time with the Dash. But these rookies aren't giving up any time right now.
No, exactly.
Speaking of a couple of rookies, USA U23s, Clinky and Raider. I know you know those names. We love those names already. We're enjoying those names already. Clinky is a starter, 90 minutes, all 3 games. Cat Raider is doing Cat Raider stuff. I think she started 1, came off the bench in 2, if I remember correctly, but whichever. She played in all 3 games. And guess what? Boom, boom. She had a goal in 1, had a penalty kick in the shootout to help win 1, had a goal in the 90 plus 3rd minute to help beat France 4-3 in that game. So real quick, they tied Netherlands 1-1, won the penalty kick shootout 5-3. Raider was one of the penalty kick shooters, but she was also the goal scorer in that game, which was beep, 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 beep. And then Denmark 1-1. Oh, sorry, not that game against Netherlands. Sorry, she scored against Denmark in the 34th minute and scored the penalty against Denmark. So, all right, now I'm confused with what I wrote down now. But then got that goal against France in the 93rd minute. to finish off those 3 games, and then I think they're playing in the tournament, so they're going to have another game. I neglected to check to see when that game is coming up, but unless that was it for the friendly, since it was a U23 international break, everybody's got to return home, and we need her. We need them both, actually, man.
Yeah.
But Lord,
No, we do. I'm not surprised to have heard about Raider and her goals either. I was like, I was not surprised. And if anything, I'm like, yes, keep bringing that back home.
oh, I know what I did. Okay, so then the first game, Raider only played 30 minutes, and the second game is when the shootout happened, I guess, and it's when Raiders scored a goal and the penalty kick, and then against France scored another goal. So that's exciting to see. As U23 is one step below the top team, the USA women's team, the best in the world, or the top 3, depending in the moment of form, but. That's exciting to see. Both those players, too. Olmark on the U20s, a step below them, working their way up, all with the Houston Dash. So that is fun to see. Can't wait to see them back this weekend. Hopefully they're back. After this, I'm gonna have to go back and look and see if that tournament's still going on. And if we get those 2 players back, I'm gonna be disappointed if we're missing them.
Yeah, luckily it's just against the Courage, so we could possibly survive without them, but we want them back regardless.
Absolutely, you're right. Could be, but paper says we're favored. But let's get them back either way.
Mm-hmm.
If they got to play the tournament, we'll let them play the tournament because they're doing so well and they're getting good time. But we're needed. They're needed over here. And then for the U.S. national team, they played Japan 3 times. What did they do? 2-1. They lost 1-0, and they won 3-0. So they won the series. What is that? The number 1 against the number 3 team in the world? Was that, Dani? I forget what those rankings were. But
For which one?
USA and Japan. Japan is number 3 or number 5 FIFA ranking. But Jane Campbell was called up to camp. Avery Patterson called up to camp. Unfortunately, Jane Campbell did not make the bench for any of the games. So sad to see that.
Yeah.
3 games, I was expecting her to get 1, right?
I was so upset to see that because I usually just flex about, oh, Campbell is like the USA women's like goalie. Like, watch out for her. That's why you should watch Dash. And then she didn't get any playing time, and that was so upsetting.
Not even made the bench. I was like, 3 games. So, all right, she has work to do, but at least she got invited back. So it has some more work to do. So that's a good sign that she got invited back. We'll have to see what the next camp brings for USA and Jane Campbell. Avery Patterson did get to play, but she barely got to play. What is she? Started 1 game and played 28 minutes in the second game. So the game that she started, they lost 1-0, and then she played 28 minutes in the 3-0 win in the last game. So Avery Patterson's still getting some good minutes, but it looks like she's second fiddle right now, as far as I can see. But we don't know if that's giving the other person more playing time to get them built up to par as Avery Patterson, or if Avery Patterson is number 2 on the depth chart. But looking forward to seeing what Avery Patterson can do more. But I was disappointed, as I'm sure you were, not to see her play more.
No, because I know we fell in love with her even more when we got to see her play last time when she had a lot of minutes, and we could really see like what she could do on the pitch. And so, not to see her come full term and back to life was kind of disappointing. But at least she didn't play that much. She's still resting for like us too, because we don't want to take advantage of them internationally away from us. We still want them to be able to come back and play healthy. So
yeah, it's just disappointing she didn't get to play that much because Rodman was playing. Sophia Wilson was playing. Other players were playing that were supposed to play. So Patterson might have some work to do as well. So we'll see. But that's international duty. International duty is finally over, and we can return back to our favorite Houston Dash. Thank you. Houston Dash. This Saturday, matter of fact, what is it? At 7:00, and it's Kids Day as well, too, isn't it, Dani?
It is Kids Day. Yep.
Well, bring your kid to the park day. Last time it was bring your pup. Now it's bring your kid, which I'm sure you had your kid with you last time.
It's kind of the same thing, right? Bring your pup, bring your kid.
Yeah.
But pick after your kid, okay? Because not everyone picked up after their dogs, and that was an issue. So pick up your
Yeah, we might have to go back to keeping them over on the in the both sides of the, or maybe just in the Hustletown section over there. Y'all can poop over there
Yeah.
for the game. Since we're not cleaning it up, man, that's crazy. It's all concrete too, so damn. But
Yeah.
so yeah, like we said, this Saturday, 7 o'clock against the North Carolina Courage, coming to Shell Energy Stadium. Still be decent weather, so nothing going to be out of hand, out of crazy. So it'll be 11v11 soccer. You know, we're 3-1, sitting there in fourth or fifth, tied for whatever we are, and they're sitting down in 12th, pretty bad in their situation right now. They started their season off with a win against Racing, a 0-0 tie against Gotham, a loss against Bay 3-1, and then last time they tied Portland 2-1. So, Kenny, what do you see from North Carolina?
That's what I was trying to figure out, because if they're like 1-1-2, I couldn't really tell if how they were playing defensively or offensively, or like right now it just seems like they've been like just trying to keep it mediocre and not get any more crazier than 3 goals against them. But props to their goalie too, just to kind of keep it there and not too crazy as far as like losing against them. But I think that it may just end up being a draw. We'll finally maybe like get that draw of the season.
You know, against Bay, they lost 3-1, but they had the same amount of shots. Against Portland, they had more shots than Portland did. You know, go back to Gotham. You know, let's see, back to Gotham. They outshot Gotham as well, and they've been hitting their XG in every game so far too. One friend favorite is Natalie Jacobs, but she only started the first 2 games. She didn't play in the last 2 games, so disappointed to see.
I can't see her. I can't wait to see Jacobs. I loved her when we had her and her little dinosaur hairdo, and I really did like her.
Are you going to do your second Taurus?
I'll wear our blue jerseys. I'll have her hairstyle. Like, okay, Jacobs.
Oh yeah. Speaking of blue jerseys, where's yours?
I know. I saw you wear yours. I'm like, wait, mine's clean and hanging and ready for me to put on Saturday.
We played it
and then I was like, why didn't I wear it? But I had to, but I wore blue. I wore blue though. So
I was like, we were like, next time we're on the show, since we got our jerseys, we'll wear them at the same time.
And then I didn't want to wrinkle it.
Well, I mean, you did take 3 PTO days, so it's okay.
It was 2.
We were counting, but no. You were part of the show whenever you weren't part of the show, just like Laura was part of it a while ago. So everybody knew you were enjoying your birthday. You were helping the Rockets move along to the playoffs, and then the Astros were, starting back up. So, what else were we supposed to do?
And we had WNBA popping up and comments appearances, and there's a lot going on in Houston right now. And then we have NFL draft coming up soon, and so it's just all coming together, and I love it.
So you're gonna be busy Thursday, huh?
Yes, I'm busy. Sugarland game like this coming up. I'm going to Yankees Astros game. I have the Dash soccer game. I have Rockets. I'm going to game 3 and game 4. It's going to be a really busy week of sports, and I love it. I love it so much.
Houston's favorite H-Town sports fan girl.
Yeah. But I can't wait to have Dash back. Like, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen soccer here. At least Dash. We've seen Dynamo, but happy to have Dash back.
Yeah, and we got back-to-back games here, a Saturday and then a Friday game coming up. But back to North Carolina Courage. They've scored 5 goals in their games, but only giving up 3 to Beg. So they're looking like they're doing well, and you're saying a draw. That could be very possible. I'm looking at our spark where we've had better offensive attacking lately, offensive generation lately, but North Carolina is a very good team. We're familiar with them. Orbisco Throw is very, very familiar with them. Recent games, we beat them 2-1. They beat us 2-1. We beat them 3-0. Yeah. They beat us 5-1. So whoever's hosting is winning the game is what the last 4 or 5 games were. We lost in 2023 to them. So whoever's hosting is winning the game, and it's it's all over the place. There was a 1-goal game, 3-goal game, 4-goal game. So it's North Carolina. You don't know what you're going to get. Man.
Mm-mm. That's why I think it'll be a draw. I think because I'm seeing their stats already this season, I think they'll kind of keep us on our toes, and we'll maybe keep them on their toes too. But I think going head to head is how that game is going to go. So maybe like another 2.
Yeah, I think their defense is a little susceptible. So maybe you said 2-2.
Yeah, I think another 2-2 for them. I can see that. Or maybe a 2-1.
Yeah,
we're up
2-1.
I could see that.
2-1 win. I think it's gonna be 2-1 win, 2-2. For the disappointment when we wanted to win because we were winning 2-1 and gave up the late goal. They tied 2-2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we win 2-1. Of course, that's all depending on all our international duty players return on time and from overseas as well and get their proper rest. So we could see a little bit of a different lineup as well with Fabrice this weekend as well. So that might be a good question to ask on Friday to Fabrice and ask him what he's thinking about with the lineup. Are all the players returned and fit and ready to go? So that's something to keep in mind in case your lineup is a little bit different on Saturday, y'all. That's probably why. So everybody played overseas except for Avery Patterson and Jane Campbell. Yeah, everybody played overseas. So there might be some jet lag. But all right, you go 2-2, I go 2-1. Let's keep on the winning track. I don't want to see no draws. No draws.
No draws.
Draws are so disappointing, and I feel like you just don't want to leave. Like you go back down and
like this was it.
Yeah. Maybe we need that next pro go to penalty kicks after every game if it's a draw. Somebody takes 2 points home instead of everybody gets a point, but the winner of the penalty kick gets another point. So I like that, but
okay.
I don't know how if you ever want to implement that in the pros though, but man, that's crazy. But anyways, so I think we're both gonna say a win. We're gonna be accepting of a draw because we might have been expecting of a draw. I would like to see somebody else besides Kiki have some offensive output. If it be Messiah Bright or Clarissa Laracy, somebody's got to shoot on target and be more of a threat. Because teams might focus on Kiki now, which gives you more of an open space, an open field. So now's your time to shine. So which one of these girls want to step? Where is the offensive output going to come from our strikers, Dani? Besides Kiki.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to see Bright do something, or Laracy.
Yeah.
Give him a moment to do something. But like you said, the distraction is on Kiki, which is nice. So hopefully she can keep being that like distraction and everyone focuses on her while secretly our other players are just kind of coming around and having their moment to shine. And who knows, we may have a super awkward surprise and be like, oh, we weren't expecting that. Because, sometimes we get those too. So
you've got the midfield and Maggie Graham and Colaprico set. You have Raider playing. Your wings are set. Your rookies are just having a good time. So just need to find that partnership with Kiki, and I think this team could just take off and just really be a good threat to anybody and everybody in the league. Hence why they got 3 wins to start the league off. But
I think we're still doing a good job of keeping other teams on their toes, mixing it up.
Absolutely, 100%. So it'll. What is it? We're 60% predicted to win, 28 to North Carolina, and 20% draw. So the numbers are saying the Dash should win this game, but there are factors. Like I said, players returning from international duty. What is this game on? Looks like it's on NWSL Plus as well, y'all. So make sure y'all prepare well and set your phone to your TV or hook your computer up to your TV so you can watch it properly. Unless you have a smart TV, then you're good. Don't have to worry about it. What do we have? The next match after that was what? Oh yeah, the top one. The one coming after that. We're not going to discuss it now. I just wanted to mention it. The Friday, May 1st, Seattle. So this is going to be a tough back-to-back road home stand to set ourselves back after this 2-week stay. So we'll see what Fabrice is doing with the girls over this 2-week break with the girls that he had. We'll see what they worked on. Hopefully some set pieces and some interesting stuff. I like what they do. Hopefully can make the press conference on Friday, but either way, y'all will be able to listen to it on Foxtrot TV once it comes out later that night. So y'all please, go listen to the press conferences. The post game and the pre-game are always on Foxtrot TV. So please go listen to Fabrice and whatever players get to join Fabrice in the press conference. And then, of course, after games, Foxtrot Game Day, you're going to get the mixed zones with the players that we are able to talk to as they're getting ready to go home. So y'all please check it out. Their Foxtrot Game Days are doing excellent. But, so this game, on Saturday, Dani, ticket giveaway. How should we give them away this time? I think they need to, at Noodle Tempio on Twitter and at Dynamic Foxtrot on IG. I think what should they do? How should they implement themselves into the drawing for these tickets for Saturday, which we will announce on Friday?
So definitely like.
Okay, I like it.
Let's do a share.
Retweet, share.
And let's comment. I don't mean to flick y'all off. Let's comment. What should we comment? Hashtag prove it. Hashtag making history.
Hashtag making history. Well, hashtag prove it. Hashtag prove it is what the Dash use already. We could just use that one this time, or you could use your hashtag making history. Call it, Dani. Which one you want to go with?
Let's do making history. I like that.
Hashtag making history. All right, Dani. What does everybody need to do to get themselves entered for 2 tickets for the Houston Dash?
2 tickets. Like, share, comment, making history.
Comment, making history. All right. And that's on Noodle Tempio on X and on Dynamic Foxtrot on IG. I really don't care if you hit any of the other. If you hit Dani's profile up or if you hit the Dynamic Foxtrot profile up, don't worry. They let us know you're entered. Just hit up one of our profiles and we'll make sure you're entered. It doesn't have to be a specific one. So wherever you see the ticket giveaway, do what she told you to do. I don't have to tell you again. Right? All right. But, all right. That leads me to hashtag, since you segued to it, no one asked. Hashtag.
No one asked. Okay.
Been a minute.
Actually, I had a really fun one since we were looking up international details and how the games went and stuff. I found a fun fact about Raider. So she's actually the granddaughter of a former NFL player, Dave Raider, who played with the Chargers and the Giants. And I thought that was just a fun fact. I wouldn't have thought that her grandpa was a former NFL player, right? And then he went on to coach some college football teams. But I thought that was just a really cool thing. I wonder what he thinks about his granddaughter being a professional soccer player. And if he thinks maybe that's the same thing as being on the pitch, on the field, you're playing in dirt. So I just thought that was...
Look at that, digging deep for the news. I like that.
I wasn't expecting that. Oh, NFL, talking about NFL draft and stuff. I was like, that is a fun fact, and no one did ask about it.
Played for the Giants and the
Chargers. The Chargers and the Giants.
You know what years?
Oh, he's a grandpa, so maybe forever ago.
Yeah, it had to be forever ago. We'll have to look up his name and see what years he played to see if we remember.
Mr. Dave, if you heard me say that, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Respectfully.
Right. He knows what you meant. He's probably laughing too. All right. So, man. But
yeah, I thought that was cool.
Hey, well, no one asked my butt. Shoot, that's a good one. I thought you were going to tell me some extravagant birthday story that.
Oh, no. My birthday was not that extravagant. No. I mean, besides, It was extravagant.
Yeah,
Like
all your
that.
spotlighting. Too bad did all the teams know? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Did you make the Jumbotron? If you were on the court?
I did Jumbotron on my birthday, but that's okay. I got to meet like Jose Cruz and I wore my sash. I got like a few drinks and just everyone wished me a happy birthday, and it was just really great. It was really great.
Did you or did we talk? No, it's been so long. You were on the court and you got to play a game and you won.
Oh gosh, yes. It was the Rockets' last home game. And I had tried doing a court game previously in the year, but there was like a challenge review, so I didn't get to go. And this time I ran into the same media guy and he was like, I have something for you. I'm like, what? And he's like, you have to weigh hot dogs. So me and this other contestant, we got to weigh hot dogs. And so we went on the field. We went on the court and they gave us like a pile of hot dogs and we just had to, not knowing what the scale read on the other side, we just had to put hot dogs on and get closest to 2 pounds. And it was just really cool. I locked eyes with like a 10-year-old girl who was giving me thumbs up, thumbs down. So I was like, yes, no. She's like, down, down, down. I'm like, okay. And we had like 5 seconds left and I ended up winning. And it was just so much fun. Like, I just loved being there. And it was the last home game. And so it was just like, it was a perfect ending of the season for me. And now playoffs. And so, and I won. So I won some merch and then like a signed Shagun, like little, I don't know, headshot. But I gave that to the other contestant because I already have his signature and she was really nice and fun to play with. So I thought she deserved it too. And so, yeah, hopefully next year I'll get.
That's awesome. See, that's why y'all got to follow her on Instagram so you know what the hell's going on because she's all over the place
I know.
at every game. I'm surprised she hasn't pinned ran for Altuve yet.
I know, and if y'all find me, please like take a video or something and send it to me. I love when people send me random videos of me like dancing in the crowd or doing whatever, and in like typical Dani fashion, I'm like no one's surprised that I got caught like doing whatever. So it's just always fun to seeing like people's point of views of where I am and what I'm doing.
There we go.
I just think it's great.
There, y'all are on a mission, people. If you see her in the wild, take some video.
I know.
That's cool.
It's not where's Walt. Where's Dani?
Where's Dani? Yeah, we're going to have
funny.
to start it. Hey, do you have a red and white striped shirt?
Oh, I should. Right? I need to get one.
Yeah. Well, we can Photoshop you with that. We don't have to go buy one. Just for where's Dani? We'll post the picture. Where's Dani? You know. But
Right.
all right. You know, OSG mileage tracker. I think I've had a break last weekend. I had a break this weekend, and I'm gonna have another break this weekend since I'm gonna follow the boys, and I'm gonna go to Austin with them and watch the Dynamo play Austin since there's a conflict. The Dash play at the same time, but thankfully I had 2 great people with me, and Dani and Laura. Dani and Laura are gonna be covering the game for the Houston Dash this weekend. So y'all see them on the concourse or in the media box. Y'all say hi and say hello and look for Laura, look for Dani. And then, you know what? Take some video too, like she just asked. But OSG mileage tracker is over 2,200. I did, what was it? I added 50 miles to it. Yeah, no, 45 miles to it. So we're almost to 2,300 miles in 6 trips because I did a little bitty dose trip right here in Austin to add that up. But they're going to start racking up here pretty damn quick, back to back to back. So we'll see what those mileages get up to. But so you know, we're always looking for sponsors. Anybody want to sponsor No One's Asked or OSG mileage tracker or Laura with the news? As a matter of fact, or the Dash Dispatch. Hey,
yeah,
we're right here. Let us know. We'll definitely put y'all in. We'll definitely go check y'all out too. Dani, anything else you got for us tonight? We did a short one. We're 40 minutes in, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah, just the expectation of people showing up to the game on Saturday. So show up.
Show up. Please show up. The boys are not in town, like I just said. So, go to the game and you can put the Dynamo on the TV right there on your phone and go watch the Dash play. Let's get over the 6,000 mark. 5,500 seems low, and that's our average right now. But I want to go over 5,000, and I want to see more of the lower bowl filled up so we can start selling the upper bowl out. And
yeah,
playing good soccer too. So it is worth and fun to come see. And the last game was 4-3, so it was dramatic. It was traumatic and then dramatic and then hella static.
Yeah. Yes. So if any season to come watch them, come see them this season. We're doing so great. We're killing it.
And hey, we give 2 tickets away to every game too, every home game too. So put your team in for opportunity to go to the game just for the fun of it because you just happen to get tickets. They're not that expensive either. So
like, share, comment, making history.
We were making history on how fast we forgot.
I know.
All right, Danny. Before we forget, tell the people where they can follow you. Since I've already told the people to follow you, and they should be following you to go follow you.
And you should be following me at H-Town Sports Fangirl, where I talk about everything and anything sports.
Right. I keep saying Houston's favorite. That is not part of her handle. It is H-Town.
But
she is Houston's favorite. So. And as far as everything else, at Dynamic Foxtrot on all platforms, Foxtrot TV on YouTube, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, you can listen to this. Just look up Noodle Time or Foxtrot, and you'll find these podcasts. They're all linked in the same. So you just got to scroll through a couple if you don't want to listen to Noodle Time, or if you don't understand Spanish with Dynamico, or if you don't want to listen to. We have some great interviews that just got released. Diego Gonzalez. Augustine Reich with the men's team just got released today. So y'all go check out the interviews on Foxtrot TV on YouTube. Y'all say hi anytime you're seeing us on Twitter or on IG. I am OSG. That is Danny, Houston's favorite H-Town sports fangirl. This is the Dash Dispatch. We want to say thank y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Get in for those tickets. See you Saturday. H is up. Prove it.